Hi, I'm back again. So I didn't hear any comments from you guys as far as like whether or not we should ditch this arena or if I should like keep it the way it was or whatever. And so I kind of made up my own mind. I like it. I was realizing one of you guys made a comment that this city is huge and that I was gonna have a hard time filling it all. Look at it render. Ooh, speedy. Um, So after putting in the like upper class district right here, and then the church, the inn, the new blacksmith shop, keep, the barracks, all that kind of stuff, there's still a huge amount of space that's available. So I plan on having a couple more shops, maybe like some specialty buildings, um, probably put like a pub or something, maybe even another inn. Uh, Not really sure what I want to put in here. Maybe this will be like the gladiatorial training area since it's close to the barracks. But over here will be some slums and some lower end housing and probably like one or two more shops. I kind of want to keep all the shops around this area just so it's kind of close to the market. But, you know, sometimes they aren't that way. But anyway, you came here to see this. So the arena is twice as big as my original one. It still has a 16 by 16 fighting area, and now it's got the second 16 by 16 fighting area. There's no switch that makes the floor rise up or seats come out or whatever. I just, after thinking about that, it just seemed kind of stupid to me, so I got rid of it. It's got kind of like the stadium seating around here, and then I put some stairs and lots of little access ways. It's got this sort of covered canopy thing, and there's a History Channel documentary that talks about the Colosseum and how they had these big wooden beams with like canvas tarps stretched across them to shield the patrons from the sun, and I suppose it would work too for rain, but I think it was primarily just to keep them out of the sun. But so let me just kind of give you a quick tour here. So you've got the three levels. You've got your main level here that you can pretty much just walk around the whole perimeter. And then you've got your second level that gets you to the upper seating area. And then you've got this third level, which is just purely for show. And these little columns of stone in there are supposed to be representing statues because you'd have a statue in each one of these little arches typically. So if you go down in here, this is kind of like one viewing area for like where the royalty and stuff would go. And since it's doesn't have any doors or anything on it, I may add some doors later on. I haven't decided yet, but um, you can just walk in here. So this kind of would probably just be more like the rich person's box area, box seating. And then you come this way, and then you've got your access to the lower area that just kind of works its way around. And in the middle of each side, you've got kind of access to the lower course, and then you've got this staircase that leads up to the lower seating. And then if you cut in over here, you've got this kind of little podium type thing, and then more stairwell that goes up to the upper level. Now, because this is up against my wall, this is typically how it would look if it was just freestanding. You'd have like railings, and then you've got a railing on this side with like a gap every so often so people can get to the seats or whatever. And then as you get back over to this side where the ground comes up, you're pretty much at ground level on the top level here. So I was thinking about adding like an entrance right here where they could get in and out, but then I decided, you know, and I kind of want to keep it like only one way in and out, and that's down on the ground. So kind of, you know, if for some reason they had like a ticket booth type thing or something like that. I don't really know how they did it back in the day. I don't know if they charged money to come see this stuff or it was just available to everyone or how it would work, but I just figured it'd be easier to post guards down there if you're gonna charge money or something, but not that we'd do that in Minecraft. But anyway, so this is the outer wall here, and it's just kind of got these arches. And if we go down you've got the same kind of arches over here, and the only way to get to the other side is you have to walk up the stairs, go across, and then back down, and then you're on the other side, which is pretty well underground, I guess you could say, until you get to here, and then it starts to show you the daylight of it. And there's a special way to get into this box, but this would be the box for the royalty, and this has all the controls for as far as like how to open and close things. So this one's that far gate over there. So you flip the switch and you can see the gate closes. And then this one is for the gate that's directly down here. So that opens and closes that gate. And then this one opens that one over there. And then that gate that's over there is controlled by that switch. So they're all wired up. I figure what I'm going to plan on doing eventually is rigging this up to where there'll be like spiders and zombies and things like that that can come out from below. And then these switches just basically open the access that gets you down into where like all the redstone wiring and stuff is. This piston doesn't need to be here, but I wanted an audible like piston sound when you flip the switch, so you just know something's happening. So it's just there for the sound effects really. And it's kind of dark back here because I don't have anything lit up, but and then I've got these all blocked off so you can't see what continues on, but I may find a better way to get around, because right now, oh, that's still a hole there. It shouldn't be there. But anyway, so you come in, well, I guess the reality of it would be you'd be down here in the lower area. So this is directly below the arena floor. So technically you could fight here because this plot is set up and this plot over here is set up for arena. So you could fight down here too. But this was going to be set up with like cages, prison cells, training area, all that kind of stuff. And then I may close off like one of these so you only have one way to get up, because there's really, I mean, both of those go to the same place. I haven't decided yet. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do this lower area. But there'll be probably like one side will just be left dark, and then I'll have the monster thing. Or maybe I'll like cut back into here and make little monster generation, like monster spawning areas. Or it could just be as simple as like right up here at the top of the stairs, like maybe in the wall right there, those two could be like dispensers, and then you just push a button and fill the thing up with eggs for zombies or whatever, and it chucks an egg out and they break open and you got a zombie. And that might be, what I would use, because I think with too many items you can get zombie spawners, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really found a good way to get a mob spawner that, isn't, what was the one that, I don't know, it seems like whenever I tried to choose a mob spawner, it wasn't available. So, or you'd get like one certain mob that was like something that wasn't a monster. But yeah, so those gates open. That's what that Port Cutlass Hunte mod, and you could totally do this with just a piston controlled thing where the pistons raise up, or have a metal doors that open and close. However you wanted to do it. I like that mod that makes like little Port Cutlass style things. And basically how it works is you just have like a gap of 2 up here, 1 to height, so these 2 pieces, when they're applied power, it'll go up. And the way the power is supplied, and of course that one's all sealed off. Well, you can kind of see some of it back there, but let's see if I can get in right here. So you've got this like double, this one's the worst one to show you because it's got all this other stuff around it, but essentially you have to feed power to the upper level, and then back in there somewhere there's power to the lower level as well. And it's possible that this one got broken and it won't work anymore. But what it does is you supply power to it, and it just goes up until it hits something. So the fact that I have ceiling 2 levels up, it's going to raise 2 levels before it hits, which opens the gate, and problem solved. But yeah, like I said, I may have broken that one because it gets its power from that redstone right there, and then the other one, yeah, that one doesn't work because there should be a block right there, and have a block right there, and then probably under here there would have to be another block, which means this one maybe. Hmm. I don't know if this will work either. Because it kind of has to be like turning into it. So I may have to move all this out and redo it to make it work, but that's just the one thing. But so you can see when I have hit the F1 key, it turns back on, so you can see it says arena when you come into this area, and then when you leave, it just says no PvP. And here it says no PvP arena, and I think it's because this entire town is set to no PvP, so you're safe when you're in this town. But according to Townie, the arena plots are always PvP, so I think the fact that it says that is just telling you that you're in a no PvP town, but you're in an arena. That's my guess. But yeah, so that's the Coliseum, which is pretty big. It's probably like 6 chunks, so it's pretty good size. And I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm happy with it now. I like the kind of rounded corners. I like the size. Originally, I thought it was going to take up way too much of the town, and as you can see, there's still quite a bit of space that I have to fill. Fortunately, you can't see the entire town because it's not loading chunks fast enough, but I think I've got them turned down. But yeah, there's quite a bit of space here. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show you. Thanks for watching. Bye.